All right. Good morning, boys and girls. Ross Brezovar here again from Aruba ROI. And it's our weekly coffee break where we talk about general topics within marketing or digital marketing, automation, and various types of things that we do on a day-to-day basis that we hope to then educate the general public and other businesses on how they can take advantage of either the information or the content and tools that we discuss. Today's presentation is going to be about content marketing, quite a big subject. So we're actually going to split it up over 2 weeks. We're going to start today. We'll go through about half of the steps, and then we will follow up next Wednesday with the remaining part of that. And then we'll also talk about how to create a content strategy for yourself. And we may have some goodies for you as well next week. So without further ado, let me jump straight in because it's a lot of data. I'm going to move myself over here. All right. And let me just get this started. Everything moves slower when you're live. All right, here we go. I'll share my screen. All right, let me know when you can. Let's see here. Ooh, it's coming in slow today. Of course, it knows I have a lot to talk about. That's why. No, it is taking way too long. Let me restart this just to make sure that we're connected. All right. All right, here we go. I think we are live. Finally, all right. So we're going to talk about the 7 steps for successful small business. But to be honest with you, I think any size business really needs to have a content marketing strategy in place. And these are all tips that anyone can use. So, my goodness, it is really slow today. I've already clicked and I'm still waiting. Come on now. So when technology works, it's not a big issue, right? When it doesn't work, oh my gosh. All right, so if you happen to be watching this for the first time, we do this every week, Wednesday at 11 a.m. for about 15-20 minutes. We pick apart one topic. This is part of our team, not the entire team, but we are located on the island of Aruba. We do have clients worldwide, or we have had, and we've been around for 22 years. We've done everything from website development all the way up to what we are currently focused on, and that's more digital marketing and the automation of such CRM and digital marketing aspects. So what we're going to talk about over the next 2 weeks is why you should be considering doing content marketing if you're not already doing it. We're going to go into the first 4 steps of success about content marketing. Then next week, we're going to finish those last 3 and talk about how to create a content marketing strategy for your business. All right. So. All right. So if you own a small business, content marketing is a tactic that you should consider to grow your audience base, increase your brand name's recognition. Content marketing refers to the creation and dissemination, or basically giving out information of online materials that grow traffic to your website. Content types can be a lot of different things. It could be blogs, infographics, white papers or case studies, things you've done for clients that are geared toward creating interest in your products or offerings. That's obviously the main goal of any business. In this presentation, we're going to break down why business owners, like I said, of every size, should deploy a content marketing strategy and how to create one, which we will go into next week. All right, so why should your business do content marketing? Well, serving up useful, timely content allows your business to become a thought leader in your industry. It increases your business recognition, and it helps to build consumer trust, respect, and loyalty. So content marketing also allows you to identify your consumers' pain points and speak to how your product solve these issues. And that, of course, can lead directly to sales. Another lasting benefit of content marketing is that the content you create becomes evergreen. So what does that mean? This refers to assets that you put out there and they don't become outdated. right? If you're only talking about something that's in the news today, it becomes outdated after a week or two. However, if you're putting content out there that's beneficial to your industry, that doesn't change, then it becomes evergreen. That means if somebody finds it 3 months from now, 3 years from now, it'll refer back to you because you were the one that produced the content. All right. So if you put a blog post out there that's something industry specific or a process that doesn't change that often, then this would be highly effective and a great use of content marketing. And you can also create assets that can be used across multiple channels and market campaigns. All right. For example, if you write a blog post about the needs of a certain community, you can put a YouTube video on a topic and use the video in your blog post. Then you can link to the post and your video on your social media channels. This saves you time and money, all while firmly establishing yourself in your field of expertise, right? So you're creating something that you can repurpose and then reuse it in other places, again, spreading that content out into multiple places that people can find you. All right, so what are the 7 steps for success? All right, we're going to break those down now. All right, first and foremost, a great option is to start a blog. All right, blogging is completely free. It's a way to get your services and your expertise, your capabilities out there, while simultaneously establishing yourself as an industry expert. Right? So in fact, with 21 to 54 blogs on your website, you can actually drive 30% more traffic to your website. In addition to driving traffic, blogs can help your search engine optimization, so your SEO rankings. It can help deliver value to your consumers. It increases exposure, especially if you're placing them in various social media platforms and such. And of course, it helps generate leads and increases the likelihood that you'll actually convert into sales. All right, so number 2 is building a social media presence on the channels that your audience uses. Now, we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. Very specifically, you just don't blast everything out there, right? You need to figure out who you're selling to, right? And you need to know where they're located. So unfortunately, being, present isn't enough. You can't just pop something out there and expect people to love whatever you put out there. You need to be very active on the platforms that your audience uses. But how do you choose which social media channels, because there's so many out there, which ones do you choose? So before you start posting anywhere, you need to identify who your target audience is. Now, on social media, you're not speaking to everyone, right? You're speaking to a specific set of consumers with specific interests or specific needs. After you've established who you're speaking to, you must determine how to reach those individuals. So figure out, where are they? You can use strategies to determine where your audience is active. So for instance, you can aggregate all existing consumer data to see where your audience is spending their time online. You can visit your competitors' social profiles to see where they have the most active users. And you can use tools like Google Analytics to determine consumer online behavior. And that's actually quite powerful because Google sees all, they know all, right? These 3 steps can help you to begin identifying where your target audience is active and start to be able to deliver content to them on those particular platforms. Another great option, and we have talked about this in the past, is starting an email newsletter, right? Email newsletters are an excellent way for small businesses to get out there in the world of email marketing, right? They tell your readers about new products, upcoming events, industry-related news, things that might impact them that you've learned about. Because remember, they're not always their ear isn't as close to the ground in the niche or industry that you are. So it's great if you can find out, something that's come up that's new that they would really find interest in. You could share that information, even if it's not specifically related to your business, your services, your products, right? And of course, any other types of happenings or events that they might be interested in. All right, so with historically high returns on investment, your ROI, for every dollar spent email marketing, expect an average of $42 from each. I'm assuming here email marketing is an average of $42. So email marketing is an excellent tool for small businesses to use. If you haven't watched some of our past coffee breaks, our platform is built with a lot of this already in there, including being able to provide newsletter templates and then being able to email blast them out from the CRM part of our tool. That tool is called Ramp, if you haven't heard of it yet. So in addition to sheer ROI, email newsletters can help small businesses build goodwill with your audience, help promote sales, of course, and deals and offers that you have going on, and increase customer value by educating them on certain subject matter inside of your niche. Another way is to create content corresponding to a basic customer sales funnel. Now, this is another topic that we have really broken down into greater detail, talking about the various types of funnels, including the most important one is having a sales funnel, right? So finding the right consent to correspond to your consumers' needs is key to getting them to actually make a purchase, all right? With a basic customer sales funnel and accompanying content strategy, you can identify which stage of the funnel that your customer is currently occupying and deliver them the content that speaks toward that stage, right? A marketing funnel is the process people go through to reach the conversion phase. The funnel includes everything from getting introduced to your brand, so they've never heard of you before, and you get introduced, all the way to when they convert into a sale, or they convert in a multitude of different ways. So most marketing funnels have a minimum of 4 steps. This is something we've also talked about, but this identifies this in a little bit different way. This is basically the journey of that consumer, right? So attention is the first one. A would-be consumer sees your ad or a social media post, or they see our video, right? And they learn about us through word of mouth from someone else that has seen our content. The second phase would be interest. Consumers want to learn more. So they now you've piqued their interest, and they want to know what it is that you do and learn more about you, who you are. Desire is now the consumer is wanting to convert. Now they're actively looking to see what it is that they can get from you to help them in their own business. And of course, the fourth one is the action. Now that could be, again, buying something from you. It could be subscribing to your email newsletter. That could be the conversion. It doesn't have to be just a sale. To align this 4-step process with your content creation, be sure that you're targeting customers within the various stages of the funnel with relevant content. For example, you wouldn't want to overburden a potential consumer in the attention phase with an entirely, in-depth content asset where you're talking about all the details of your products and services when they've just now, for the first time learned about you. You wouldn't want to overwhelm them with that, right? You just want to get them to learn a little bit more about you and help them along in the journey. So we're going to end it here. We've got 3 more steps to talk about next week, and then we're going to dive into the actual creation of a strategy for content marketing, which will help you and your business moving forward. At any one of these stages, if there are anything that you've learned that you feel you need assistance with, please, we are very open to having a discovery call with you to see what it is your challenges are and how we might be able to help support you. And of course, like us on Facebook, YouTube, follow us on our channel. And if you're on LinkedIn, follow our page there as well. And we'll see you next week. Thanks so much for your time.